Hello, actors. Let's talk about your brand, okay? So when we at Actors Fast Track are building brand for our clients, we develop what we call a pitch bucket, okay? So this is like if you had a restaurant or any business, you would probably have a mission statement, your font, your logo, different marketing terms that you use. And so we want to develop that for you as an actor because you're a product and you're a business. And so we develop what we call a pitch bucket. So let me break down what are the items that are in a pitch bucket. Here we go. Number one, your branding statement. This is a sentence. Here's the format of that sentence. Adjective, adjective, gender. So funny, silly guy, buoyant, ballsy, broad, sassy, sexy chick, brilliant, weird dude, right? So adjective, adjective, gender. And then the second half of that sentence is who will deliver this, who will make you feel this way, who will always be like this. So it's feature, feature, benefit. So in car sales, they go, it has 4-wheel drive and Mega 6 engine. I don't know anything about cars. And it makes you feel sexy when you drive it, right? So that's feature, feature, benefit. So my statement is, I'm Valerie Hubbard. I'm the buoyant, ballsy broad who will take you through the fun house. Okay, so try that, write a marketing statement for yourself. That's the first thing. Now, once we have that marketing statement, sometimes we break it down to 2 words or distill it down to 1 word. If I were to name my restaurant, so what I mean by that is every restaurant has a name that sort of hopefully tells you what's going to be inside, right? And every brand has a spectrum, right? So my distilled version of buoyant, ballsy, broad who will take you through the fun house is adorable bully. That shows up in every part I do. Now, on my menu on the inside, there's about 5 characters that I've played over the last 40 years, something to do with that. And the spectrum of that is the complete adorable sort of bully that is kind of always in your business, a little bit of the nosy next door neighbor. I've played her a lot. And then down here at the other end of the spectrum is the pure out bully, dumb as a bucket of hair, a lot of times racist, just really dumb and really like mean. So that there's an in between that falls the many characters that I've played, but they all sort of head under the heading of adorable bully, if that makes sense. Hopefully that does. Okay, so the first thing is the branding statement in our pitch bucket. Remember, we're talking about the pitch bucket. The next thing is like, who do you get compared to? Physically, emotionally, personality-wise. I'm a cross between Kathy Bates and Drew Barrymore. We've had a client once that was the female Danny DeVito. Now, you don't ever have to use everything in your pitch bucket, and you don't need to have it all, but it's a good idea to stock it as full of as much stuff as possible. So you need it like when you get a good agent or a manager, you can sort of fill them in on what works best to pitch yourself. And as you begin to learn how to pitch yourself with or without an agent, that you have something to say. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time you go to pitch yourself. You have a bucket here that you can go, okay, I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use that. The next thing in our pitch bucket is log lines. So those are how breakdowns are written, and that is what kind of character you play and the little short story about that character. So one of mine would be, I play that woman that lives across the street from you. When you see me coming, you turn off your lights and pretend like you're not home. Or I play the girl that lives next door without any underwear. Or, I play the guy, the cop in Blue Bloods that always has the chip on his shoulder. And you never know when he's going to go off like a firecracker, right? So you get it. So you're giving us the log line of the characters that you tend to play. And then, of course, also in your pitch bucket, your brand bucket, you need to have your credits. If you don't have any, don't worry. Your auditions or the characters that you've played that best represent and hold up that brand. You also might want to have like a funny story that you tell yourself that brings the brand to light. Okay, great. I hope that helps with your brand. Stay tuned for some more videos. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.